suffering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. Derek Carr, he'll be the one leading the troops. Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th year now out of Fresno State.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
He'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The numbers for Marshawn a week ago. 11 carries, 57 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Carr. Room here to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Fresh set of downs here. Shotgun now for Carr. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Patterson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Carr now to throw. They set up the screen to Lynch. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early when you're down the distance count.
Carr gives to Lynch on the draw. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Offside defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
On second down, here's Carr. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Raiders first down. Carr hooking up with Cook. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And this will be play number 10 on this pretty long opening drive. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw his Carr. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, Jack Del Rio's going to send on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard near the 48-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the 50, it's Smith. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 23 yards on the play.
Don't you just love advanced stats? For Alex Smith last season, 2.38 seconds from the snap to the ball was out of his hand. He's quick.
Fastest of any quarterback in the league. Another instance right there. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Fuller brings it in over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Smith with a give to Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and we'll still get the first down." They love me.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders Bears have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. A big play there on the catch and run. 84 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Carr now on first down. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching up another 15 against your squad.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Smith throwing again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marquell Lee in there to drop him, and that will go into the books as the first sack of his young NFL career.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, that's Hunt. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw on second down is Smith. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Travis Carey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. Both the Raiders and the Chiefs are not doing much on the ground, and it's easy to see why that would play into this low-scoring game. We'll have to see if either team gets it going on the ground in the second half. All right, let's do it. Here's a look at the first half highlights.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. 25 yards the pick up there, and also a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of will.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are in for 6.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Butker now to kick this one away. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now Carr going left on the option. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he's got room. And he slides to avoid the hit. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. D. Ford coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Not something you see a whole lot of, a sack of Derek Carr, and due in large part to a good O-line. Carr was sacked on less than 3% of his dropbacks last year, lowest in the league. Oakland knew it was important to take care of their quarterback. They picked up Donald Penn, Kelechi Osemele, and Rodney Hudson in recent years, and it's paid off. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Marquette King now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one's going to be touchdown right at about the 35-yard line. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. And let's shift our attention to Will Fuller. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid. I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment. Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, it's Hunt, and he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Danico Autry in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, look at the juke. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And now look at him go. 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And the D looking like they may blitz. Carr now on 1st down. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. A Raider 1st down as Carr finds Cooper.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. To the right side, he's got Cooper. It's complete. And he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. On 1st down, Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the 1st down yardage before he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Carr again. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. D. Ford in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing. No pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
Defense showing blitz. Now Carr. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wasn't matter.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, work with me here. Make sure I'm clear on this one. Inside their own 10-yard line, and they run a toss play. I know it works, but ordinarily that takes a lot of chutzpah to do something like that, because the only thing more dangerous is trying to throw the ball in that situation and maybe taking a big loss.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And this looks to probably be the final play. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Chiefs, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Oakland.